Today's episode of Ronnie the Mole Adventures is brought to you by Bubbly Folks. When you want to get your washing bright and sparkling, count on the people at Bubbly Folks. You might have to toil and trouble with our competitors, but Bubbly Folks just bubble bubbles.
Cash in the attic. It was a damp, overcast morning in the garden. None of the animals like this weather, as they can't play with each other outdoors. Everyone felt miserable. Everyone, that is, except Barbara the sheep. She was packing a suitcase and the weather wasn't getting her down at all. Eunice the cow couldn't understand it.
Where are you going in this weather?
Well, I had a phone call last night from my Auntie Gladys, and she wants me to spend a few days with her on the farm.
Oh, how lovely. I always liked your Auntie Gladys. Such a jolly old sheep.
Well, it's funny you should say that. When I spoke to her yesterday, she didn't seem herself. She seemed a bit sad.
Oh, it's probably nothing, Barbara.
You're probably right, Eunice. But I must go and see for myself. You're welcome to join me.
I would, but I must get settled before the next lot of rain. Cows always lay down before it starts raining.
I've always wondered, why do you cows do that?
Well, how else would people know it was about to rain?
And with that, Barbara departed on her journey to the farm. The farm seemed a lot further away than the last time Barbara visited.
Oh, I'm getting too old for all of this travelling.
And then, just as Eunice had predicted, the rain came. It wasn't a heavy rain, but coupled with the strong wind, it made things even more tiring for Barbara. But she struggled bravely on.
Just 2 more fields and I'll be there.
Finally, Barbara arrived at Gilbert's farm. Barbara's Auntie Gladys was waiting by the gate for her with a dry jacket and an umbrella.
Come along, my dear. Let's get you inside.
She ushered Barbara quickly into the barn. Inside, Barbara was shocked.
It's almost as wet in here as it was outside. Look at all of those holes in the roof.
Oh, I know, dear. We've asked Farmer Gilbert to fix it several times.
But Barbara was in no mood to listen.
Well, this just isn't good enough. I think I need to have a word with this Farmer Gilbert.
And Barbara stormed off to the farmhouse, where she hammered on the door.
All right, I'm coming. Oh, hello. Are you one of my sheep?
Luckily for you, no, I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, really?
Just what do you mean by allowing my elderly Aunt Gladys to stay in a shed with more leaks than a colander?
Oh, I know about that. It's terrible, ain't it?
Well, what are you going to do about it?
But I'm not in a position to do anything about it. Look.
And Farmer Gilbert pushed his front door open wide. Inside, Barbara could see water trickling down the walls. It was even wetter than the old barn.
Oh.
Now, Barbara began to feel bad about being so cross.
I had no idea.
Look, I don't want your auntie to live in a damp barn any more than you do. And I certainly don't want to live in an aquarium like this either.
Can't you make repairs?
What with? Shirt buttons? Repairs cost money, you know. It's looking like I'll have to sell this place. I'll try and find your auntie a good home.
Can't you ask your neighbours for help?
Oh no. I'm not asking anyone for help. This farm has been in my family for 5 generations, and not once have we ever asked anyone for even a nail. I'm not gonna start now.
But you clearly need it. Maybe I could.
You just visit your Aunt Gladys and then be on your way. I'll handle the problems around here.
And with that, Farmer Gilbert slammed the door.
We'll just see about that.
The next morning, Barbara awoke to the sound of the farm's cockerel. It had stopped raining, but the barn was still very damp. Barbara felt terrible about the situation, but she couldn't think of a way Farmer Gilbert would let her help.
I wish there was something I could do.
Well, I was going to tell you last night, but you wouldn't listen to me. You're just like your dear old mother.
Are you cross with me, Aunt Gladys?
No, dear, I know you were only looking out for me, but as you found out, Farmer Gilbert is just too proud to ask for help. He's a nice, kind man and understands just what an animal needs, but he refuses anyone's charity. Such a shame. He's a friend to everyone around here, and you know the value of friendship, Barbara. You're always writing to tell me what you're getting up to in that garden of yours.
That's it, Auntie.
Exclaimed Barbara as she leapt into the air and ran towards the shed door.
Where are you going, dear?
Farmer Gilbert won't let his friends help him, but he didn't say anything about my friends helping me.
Barbara's Aunt Gladys was confused, but she knew Barbara had good wool on her head. So, Barbara ran all the way back to the garden. She was so excited she didn't even care how far away it was. She just kept on going until, eventually...
Ronnie! Ronnie!
Blimey, Barbara. Are you all right?
Gather everyone. We're needed at Gilbert's farm.
Why?
Farmer Gilbert needs our help.
Well, I can come, and I think Sam and Billy are free. But Eunice is sat in the garden, saying something about rain. I've told her if it's going to rain, she'd be better off indoors, but apparently that's not what cows do.
More rain coming? Even more urgent than I thought. There's not a moment to spare. I wonder if Grandad will give us a lift.
Grandad was happy to oblige, and drove Barbara, Sam, Ronnie and Billy back to Gilbert's farm. Billy surveyed the damage to the barn roof and shook his head.
Shocking they've had the cowboys in here, I'll tell you.
Never mind about the deep breathing exercises, Billy. Can you fix it?
Well, it's a big job. Materials ain't cheap these days. Lucky I've got a mate in the trade, you know, who can get wood on the cheap.
How cheap? Wood doesn't grow on trees, you know.
Well, actually, wood does come from...
Just then, Farmer Gilbert walked up.
Look, sheep, I thought I told you I didn't want any help.
They're not here to help you. They're here to help me.
Oh, to do what?
Well, right now we're looking for some wood.
Looking to build a fire then, eh? Well, I suppose that's all right. There's some old bits and pieces of wooden furniture in the hay loft of the barn. You can use that, I suppose. I'm not getting any use out of it.
Well, if it's in the loft of the leaky barn, it's probably all wet and rotten.
I don't think so. I covered it with a tarpaulin years ago.
Thank goodness for that.
It's just like my old grandma used to say, if you've got any spare wooden furniture, make sure you put anapolling over it.
Tarpaulin, Ronnie.
No, not now, Sam. We've got work to do.
Ronnie, Billy and Sam ran over to the ladder, leaning up against the side of the old barn. One by one, they climbed up it and into the hayloft, as Barbara, Gladys and Farmer Gilbert watched and waited.
Well, that mole's grandfather was certainly a wise old thing, wasn't he?
Poppycock, I knew his grandma when I was a child. He worked at Hackney Fish Market unloading the fishermen's boats. Codswallop Colin, we used to call him. He was always talking nonsense.
Up in the hayloft, Billy, Ronnie and Sam pulled away the sheet of tarpaulin to reveal a very dusty pile of old brown furniture. Billy's face lit up.
Eureka!
How dare you? I had a bath this morning.
What is it, Billy?
He couldn't see what all the fuss was about.
Do you know what we're looking at here, lads? Some dusty old table and chairs? To the untrained eye, it may be.
Well, my eyes have been trained since I was born. It looks like some old dusty furniture to me, too.
This is a complete Regency mahogany dining room table and chairs.
So what? Who What's so special about a recently mahogany table and chairs?
They are antique. They're worth an absolute fortune. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. I wouldn't have said it for a word.
Well, are they worth enough to buy a new roof?
I say they're almost worth enough to buy a whole new farm.
And so, thanks to Billy, Barbara was able to help Farmer Gilbert after all.
Thanks, sheep. Thank you all, from the bottom of my heart. I guess I should learn to accept help every once in a while from now on.
It's like my grandmole used to say, nothing's worth doing if you don't have a friend there to help.